0, 1. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the Reinvention Room. I am so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about something that sounds small, and I promise it isn't. I want to talk about what you wear. Not fashion, not trends, not who's on the runway somewhere in Milan. I want to talk about the actual clothes on your actual body on an actual Tuesday and what they quietly say about you and who you think you are. Because here's the thing. What you wear isn't decoration. It's a message. And you're the one reading it every single day, whether you realize it or not. So today, it isn't about looking good for anyone else. It's about something simpler and honestly harder to argue with. Feeling good in your own skin, in your own house, on your own terms. So let me ask you something. Think about the last time you got dressed and felt like yourself. I mean, really felt it. Shoulders back, chin up, like you could walk into a room and belong there. You got that outfit in your mind? Now, think about the last time you threw on whatever was closest to the bed because you just didn't have the time, and you just put it on and went about your day. Same body, same person, two completely different messages sent to yourself before you even left the house. And that's what I want to dig into today because I don't think this is about vanity. I don't think it's about money. I think it's about evidence. Every time you get dressed, you're handing yourself a piece of evidence about who you are and about how you're allowed to feel. And the real question underneath all of it is simple. Does what you're wearing make you feel good? Or does it just make you disappear? Here's what I actually want you to remember, because it's not just a nice feeling. It's backed by research, real research. There's a concept psychologists call enclothed cognition. It was a study out of Northwestern University back in 2012, found that what you wear doesn't just change how other people see you. It changes how your own brain performs. In the study, people wearing what they were told was a doctor's white coat showed sharper attention and better focus on tasks than people wearing the exact same coat when they were told it was just a painter's coat. Same fabric, same cut, different meaning attached to it, and a measurably different brain behind it. Let that sit for a second. The clothing didn't change. The meaning did. And the meaning was enough to change how someone's mind actually worked. So, when I tell you that what you wear matters, I'm not handing you a fortune cookie. I'm telling you something that showed up in a lab under real conditions with real results. Now, here's where I want to bring in something else, a concept from psychology called possible selves. It comes from research done back in the 1980s from a psychologist named Hazel Marcus. And the idea is simple, but it'll rearrange how you think about this. She said, we don't just carry around one self image, we carry several. There's the self we are right now, there's the self we're afraid of becoming, and there's the self we hope to become. And I think that's exactly the tangle so many of us get caught up in when we think about reinventing our lives. We ask, am I dressing for who I am or who I want to become? Like those are two different people pulling us in two different directions. They're not. Becoming isn't a finish line you cross one day. Becoming is a direction you walk in, one choice at a time. And every single day, your closet is one of the places you get to cast a vote. You put on a blazer instead of a sweatshirt with a hole in it. That's a vote. You choose the outfit that makes your back straighten a little. That's a vote. Enough votes cast day after day after day after day, and the woman you were hoping to become isn't some faraway stranger anymore. She's just who you are now because you kept voting for her. So, it was never a contradiction. Dressing for who you are and dressing for who you're becoming are the same act, looked at from two different distances. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That's easy for you to say. I don't have money for a new wardrobe. I'm not about to go drop a paycheck on blazers to feel like I'm a new woman. And I want to be really clear about something. This was never about money, not once. Some of the most powerful style transformations in the world have come out of a thrift store. Hand-me-downs, $5 fines. Because the actual mechanism at work here isn't the price tag. It's the intention behind the choice. A blazer you found for $4 that you chose on purpose, that you put on with the thought, this is who I am when I walk into that room, that blazer does the exact same psychological work as one that costs $400. The fabric doesn't know the difference. The brain doesn't either. What your brain responds to is the meaning you assign to it. So, if all you've got right now is what's already hanging in your closet, here's your homework. Go stand in front of it, and instead of asking, what do I own? Ask, what in here, put together the right way, makes me feel like the woman I'm becoming. You might be surprised what you already have in the closet. And I want to push this even further than just going out clothes, because I think we let ourselves off the hook at home. What do you put on when nobody's going to see you? The stretched out shirt, the mismatched socks, the outfit you'd never let a single soul catch you in? I want you to ask yourself, is that what the woman you're becoming wears when she's alone? Because if it is, then fine. Hey, more power to you, right? Or is that a version of you that got left behind somewhere and you just never updated the wardrobe to match who you are now? Now, I'm not saying you need to wear heels to do the dishes. I'm saying even in the smallest, most private moments, even when it's just you in an empty house. You deserve to feel like somebody. The woman folding the laundry in something that makes her feel put together isn't performing for anyone. She's just continuing to vote, even when there's no audience, especially when there's no audience, because that's when you find out who you really are and who you really believe you are. And this stretches past clothing too, if we're honest. It stretches into how you take care of the body wearing the clothes. Staying healthy, keeping up your own maintenance, moving your body, resting when you need to. That's not vanity either. That's the same principle at a different layer. If the woman you're becoming takes care of herself, then taking care of yourself today isn't waiting for some future version of you to arrive and start doing it. It's how she arrives at all. You don't get the version of yourself who has it together by waiting until you feel like her. You get there by doing the small things she would do today with what you've already got: the clothes, the posture, the shower you almost skipped, the walk around the block. Each one is small. None of them are nothing. So here's what I want to leave you with. You are not choosing between the woman that you are and the woman you want to become. There was never a fork in that road. Every single day, in the smallest ways, what you put on your body, how you carry yourself in an empty house, whether you take the 2 extra minutes to feel put together, you are casting a vote for who gets to keep showing up. So today, I want you to get dressed like you're casting the vote on purpose. Doesn't matter if you're headed into a boardroom or you're not leaving the couch. Put something on today, even one small thing, that makes you feel good. Not impressive, not perfect, good. Because that feeling isn't a small thing. It's the whole point. You don't have to wait for the big life change to feel like yourself. You can start with the shirt you put on in the next 5 minutes. Dress to feel good, not to prove anything, not for anyone watching, just because you deserve to feel like somebody today, in the body and in the life you already have. Fall in love with your life, and until next time, I'll see you in the reinvention room.